everybody, welcome back to our Solargene 0.15 update. And jump right into our playthrough. So where we left off, we were basically about to get a orbiter, or a ship en route to Mars. We've got to do some modifications to it, and then we're going to build a ship while it's on its way. So make sure we still got Mars in our... Yeah, we do. Alright. So, switch over to the moon orbiter. Let's see what she needs. Got some diffusers, but we're probably going to double it up for the trip. And then, of course, we need our engine. So let's do 10 of those. A few more of these. Did 4 of those, and that should do it. Maybe more solar panels. Probably run 5 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go back out to here and get some resources sent over. Now, we had just started carbon electronic production, so I don't think we're going to have these unless we do some switches to our warehouse parameters here. So let's check out. Carbon. So we've got plenty of carbon. I think it's... not polymers. Yeah, good there. Alright, so right here is what's holding up production. We're not making any high temp materials right now, so we're just going to go ahead and set this down. Same element. I think that's going to do it. And that should get us rolling with the carbon electronic production. Almost forgot. We also need to be making our recombination fuel. Where we left off, we had just began our pilot production of this. We've gotten a good helium-3 production going, and we need those high temp materials. So let's see what's clogging those up. I bet that's what's clogging it up. You only need, where is it? 20 of them. So it shouldn't take too long. And hopefully we don't miss our window. Or Mars. I'm gonna put that to making good electronic production. Carbon electronics. Go in here and place our recombination. Nope, we're making it bigger. One, two, three. Let's just give it its own little wing. Probably gonna need to put another heater in here. It's only got... oh, it's got 4. Why not? Okay. And before we just let it ride, let's set this to 5,000 hydrogen. I'll leave it at 5,000. And I'm pretty sure we will be good there. The only other thing, I think it's actually straight hydrogen. Excuse me. Straight hydrogen to recombination fuel. So let's just let it ride. Yep. Making that recombination fuel quite nicely. Go ahead and send over our resources to the moon orbiter. Let's cover all of it. Everything except for the high-tech stuff, which is completely standard. Down there and get our stuff built except for the engine. Did 10 of our infrared diffusers. Of course I would misplace that. 2, 4, 5, there we go. And come on. That's fine. And then we did get one row of solar panels. Now we're just waiting. 133 days isn't bad, but let's figure out what's our electronics. Shall buy some from Earth. 700 sounds good. We'll stock up on our rations. And we haven't used any meds. We got good water. Lots of oxygen. We'll go ahead and do a little bit of a resource dump into the moon hub just to get that carbon production up and running. Let it this carbon electronics stopped for some reason. There we go, we're going back up. 11, 12. Pretty sure all we needed was 20, and then we're gonna have to go back down to our orbiter to check. Let's actually go put that back in to our cart. We are gonna need 210 high temp materials. This up 100 and drop you down to 200 again. Oh, actually, we're at 500 already. Let's let it ride. 50. 50 electronics. So let's go make sure we didn't put ourselves a nice low cap. All right, cool. Probably some refractory materials that we're waiting on here. Our research is still doing good, but the next moon orbiter is going to go ahead and house basically just what the Earth orbiter does, but in high-tech materials. We're going to go ahead and get that running and double our research. We have seemed to stop because of the refractory materials. So, death. And do about 10,000. Let's see, 7 million. 50. That's fine. And we go. Only because the Mars is in a tight window I think the longer we wait at this point, the further our trip's gonna be, and I kind of want to keep that trip under 100 days. Loan payment 60. How many loans do we have left? 8 more? Not bad. That'll go by quick. Almost got our materials. Why'd the carbon stop? Because of carbon. So... right. And we've got it. Orbiter needs more nano sensors. Let's hold it up. This. This needs 60. And then we'll have to upgrade our storage here on the moon hub. Now we've got all of our materials. Let's go ahead and load it up with fuel as well. We'll get another round. Fuel made just in case it needs more. And the very last thing you want to check, repair time, 0 days. So send it probably about maybe 20 or 30 of these, and that should those high-tech materials that we just used. And really, at the end of the day, oh, forgot the smaller engines, the thrusters. At the end of the day, we're gonna end up removing this, but we just need to have it repaired for the trip, so you can just keep those numbers low. Once it gets around to its destination, I like to keep it pretty much permanent spot, and so I remove that stuff, engines, thrusters, that way you don't have to repair it. No point in maintaining what you don't need. And 20. Final check. About everything that it needs. Let's go ahead and... wow. Recombination fuel just ain't that great, is it? 16, and that's a 400-day trip. I think we missed our window. That's what this is telling me. Definitely missed our window here. Darn. I wonder. Usually don't like doing this until I have... Yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait on that. So the Mars mission is scrubbed, unfortunately. But does not mean that we cannot upgrade our moon orbiter. Just need to get those materials up. And it's moving along quite nicely now. So this is where we're going to kind of pivot to upgrading our moon orbiter, getting our research doubled, and basically move on to fusion engine. That's where you turn your H3 into fuel. these back up to 5. Yeah, there we go. Where are the robots? Right. We're gonna need some help in the research department to get there. But robots really do make it to where you could send almost, I mean, you cannot send an unmanned ship because it's all robots, but a very minimalist ship, which is very nice. Really only need like 3 rooms and a hallway. And if you set it up right, you can have... I always set it up with 3 repair bots repairing the bots, and then I do 7 altogether. 3 repair bots to repair the robots, and then 4 robots in order to do the maintenance, and that is all you need. So, robot room, maintenance room, hallway. Alright, we're getting full on our storage down here for raw resources, so we'll go ahead and upgrade, and then we're actually going to do our first shipment up to the moon orbiter and get it upgraded. There's our nice storage room. Got that good storage now. Put another view. Probably unneeded, but moon gets cold. Keep our stuff nice and temperature controlled. And I do this all the time. If you overestimate for your temperature controls, when it does happen, it's not hard to double up. That's how I do it all the time. I mean, apartments, in the comfort update, I have started to use these in the small apartments. Not in the small apartments, I'm sorry, the spacious living quarters where I just do 2 there. Just because it is quite expensive when you start getting into like a 200, soul colony. So this keeps it down quite a bit. And then of course, this is how I just started doing all of my spacious living quarter layouts, I used to. I have another playthrough where I don't record, but it just gets tedious. So until he does the copy and paste thing, where you can kind of just copy rooms and paste them in, which he says he does plan on doing at some point, but it is definitely something that's highly been suggested and needed. Make building colonies much easier. We will get it someday. Alex does great work. He's always on top of things. This is a great update. The other thing I kind of want to go over in more detail is a lot of people get confused about this comfort per person. So to kind of explain how I understand it, this is the maximum amount of comfort per person that this room can provide to any and all colonists assigned to it. But it needs 30 comfort from furniture inside or the blocks that you build with to supply. So since I have 4 people assigned to here, I should have 120 total comfort, because it's 30 per person in this room to max out excuse me, to max out the comfort that this room can supply. And that's why I do sinks, the hand dryer, and the toilet rooms, and then just line the walls with these lockers until it maxes out. And then the way that I've found in the canteen to make sure that you can always max out this without using low temperature blocks is just put a single table per colonist that you're assigning. And that will pretty much, because these supply 10 per person. So the max this canteen can give is 10. So if I have 10 comfort table per person, everybody's covered. But that's how it works with all the comforts. Each person assigned needs to be supplied 120 comfort from the furniture inside. So if I put 2 people in here, this would go down to 60. Or half of whatever I'm supplying, because it might be over 120. But hopefully that kind of clears some things up about the comfort. It's a big change, and it definitely changes gameplay, in my opinion. I mean, it changed everything about how I build. I got rid of my giant, I would almost call them shopping malls of a colony. Now you kind of build, and you know, best way to build, in my opinion, is these modular sections. Try to put the miners close to all their miners, have the medical hall in the central location, and then just build around your medical hall. Because for the most part, if you supply everything, so all my mechanic engineers are over here, basically. This is the engineers hall, basically. Because we got low production, high tech, maintenance, and biotech. So for the most part, unless they get sick, they don't have to go anywhere. And then if they get sick, they just have to walk over there. And then 9 times out of 10, you're out in solar system view, just doing the fast game, and their commute really doesn't matter. I don't know if this is an active asteroid or if it needs more. It's an active asteroid. And you'll start to notice after you go, if you pay attention to your warehouse, because of the way the 2 different screens, I guess, solar system view and colony view, they handle your warehouse production very differently. When you're out here in solar system view, it's, as far as I understand it, pretty much raw numbers. Whatever it says in the warehouse that you're producing here and your consumption here, that's exactly what you're doing. When you go to the colony view, commute, comfort, rest, all those commutes actually start taking place, because it then simulates the entire colony, all the colonists. When you're out here, it's just working off of pretty much like just a bunch of different, it just works numbers. So I live pretty much in the solar system view, unless you've got to do something to your colony. Got a good stock of materials. Go ahead and send up to our moon orbiter. And it's got a good stock of materials from what we thought was going to be our Mars mission, so we'll just send a little bit more. The real upgrades come when you get artificial gravity. You don't have to build this monstrosity. Alright, it's a good time to pause. We got nobody in here. We're going to pretty much destroy our wings one by one. As the colonists let us an upgrade to these blocks. Perhaps we leave the hallways. You know? There's actually really no point in upgrading those. We might as well just add on with the new block. I'll keep the hallways the same. So we're gonna do 9 researchers here. These upgraded ones for these scientists. They need it. Need a little group of people. All right. Take us to the stars. Well, I guess further. That's a whoopsie. Alright, so that'll probably be the... What is our research equipment? Start or... Alright. It's gonna be too high. Yeah, that's too tall, so that's perfect. That'll be where we stash our server equipment, our lab equipment. Just fill the rest of the room out there. That should be perfect. Get away with probably just doing a few of these, but again, like to cover the scenarios that may happen and just overdo it. So for these, I don't think we're gonna get away with anything except for, yeah, that's our strongest one right now. We need to provide 1080, so that's 5 of these. 100 carbon, that's not bad. Not bad at all. So we're gonna do 3 more of each. And I'm just gonna buy the materials. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, and we don't need to cover those. We don't need to cover that. We do need to get our temperature control in here. Let's do 1 of each. Over and set our engineering tables. 1, 2, and our 3. 5 from Earth. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whoopsie. That's right. 1, 2, 3. 3. Earth. Thank you for your service. Alright, let's see if the moon hub may have what we do. Almost. Almost. But funds are looking a little low. I'm gonna go ahead and dump our helium. Probably could have checked for yeah, that's all right. We could go ahead and get a mining colony going. Got the nanomaterials for it. Is this one? This needs more non-ferrous and iron. The non-ferrous, I believe, are these. So those are two good numbers to get. I think we're gonna take that mining. Wow, it's gone already. You're killing me, Smalls. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. You don't want a colony? That's cool. Just get one on the next round. Carbon. Whoops. Extra 0 there. We do need to start our pilot production for the high-tech electronics, or the superconductors. Oh, here we go again. Building further of our high-tech group. I should probably about do it. Save some space, even though we're not using all of it just yet. All right, so let's double check what it uses. Mostly low materials that we already got. And I want more of these, so we're going to drop this one down to 4,000 as well. 5,000 on that, because we're doing well on that. Do 5,000 on here. We're pretty much just going to set its limit to 5. Perfect. And throw that up to 10,000. And yeah, I'm pretty sure all we need is 20 of them, so let's go check our orbiter. Down here. Got our materials for our physics and biology. Is that biology? Yeah, it was biology. 1, 2. Put you over there. 25 of those. Perfect. 3, 5. We may even need to make this bigger, because I don't know if 9 will cover all of the required, or all of our research power, really. Only don't have enough superconductors just yet. So we're gonna hold off. We need just 25, so 8 more. Going up real quick. Perfect. Send it all. And while we're at it, let's check our staffing rooms. Wow, almost got away with it. Just need to upgrade showers, toilets, and relaxation. Okay, not a problem. And hire our people. We can, oh, we'll get them right from the moon. Perfect. and wayward. One biologist. It's not a bad physicist, but you're gonna be quite... Oh, you're lazy. That's fine. I'll make you work. That's gonna be one of each right now. Art cloning, 2. Right. 5, 6. I think that's 2 each. Yes, so we need 1 more of each. Go. Go. And I like the lucky ones. And that's our 9. So someone was asking in the comments about salaries and getting them low. So you see, for the most part, if they don't have any extra talents, I guess these are, or traits, they don't have any extra traits and they have no skills, this is pretty much how they're going to be. They're going to be pretty low in salary. When they have extra traits, it adds a little bit of their salary. But there's a specific trait that you could look for. It's the opposite of arrogant. I don't see it anywhere in here. Uncertain. These guys are really low. Now their maximum morale level might be lower, but if they don't, I mean, that only really matters because all that does is it makes them go into a negative mood faster, which makes them unproductive. They're the first ones to be unproductive in a negative environment. But these guys really have low salaries. It's the lowest ones I've ever seen. So 5 servers, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then our ball of sparkles. But for the moon, this is not enough energy production. What we need to do, not going to be able to get away with that, so we need to just start throwing some solar panel. And I missed one for 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Check. Need a little bit more power. That did it. Yeah, perfect. No, not perfect. More. We need more. That will do it, for sure. Perfect. Fully charged in an hour, and we got 2 hours of battery life, and we're only ever out of sunrise for an hour, so let's get those upgrades going to the rooms. I believe this is all work. Here's all the play. We're gonna need to just upgrade these guys a little bit. Got enough materials where we could just see if we could kick every... No, we can't kick it. Let's do this. And we're gonna have to remember to upgrade those blocks in a bit. Now that I really think about it, that was probably unnecessary. 6, 9. Oops. One more shower. That is gone. Probably caught a shuttle. This is the room that needs to be upgraded to much larger. Clear it. Rid of it. And canteen. I'm sure we could get away with just 4 of those. So we did kind of buy ourselves a little bit of extra comfort, but I still like to just do this. And this is definitely a much larger room than what we need for this. But if we need to upgrade or bring in more scientists, now we have extra room. So I guess we can just leave this. These guys are still just gonna stay in there. And let's sign everybody. Make sure they're all working, fed. And now we need to always cover the skills. There's a biologist. Engineer. Biologist. Engineer. You're gonna be a physicist. Physicist. Biologists are done. Physicist. Engineers are done. And 1, 2, 3 physicists. Perfect. And all their comfort needs are met. Just gonna cycle through them real quick to make sure none of them are too high, but they seem to be pretty good. Now let's just max out our relaxation room. Oops. Off track. 21 out of 30, that's not bad. Wait. Oh. All right, there we go. Showers. Covers it. These are good. Canteens are good. And we're good. Now we can get more research going out of here. Last but not least, double check always your repair. Why do we only have 32 days left? Because of our electronics. Oh, whoops, there goes that extra 0 again. All right. Save it at. Let it fly. Now they're still building their skills, so that's why this is slowly going down, but we have a lot of computing power. Check some of these skills out, see if they're getting close to the top. They definitely are. So we probably could add about 1 or 2 more per, about 6 more researchers and probably still be all right. 900% more than what we need. Getting lower, maybe about 3. I'd say about 3 then. But I don't think we'll have to worry about their comfort. Some of these guys are getting pretty high. I don't think they'll get over 90. Well, they won't. Perfect. Doing over here. Producing. Not producing our nanosensors though. Our electronics are low. And also not moving. 60 bank payment. 2 more months. So. Ooh, that's a lot of money right there. But I want money. Impression sickness. Gotta house all those people. It's not worth 13. I would say don't do those until you kind of are like, you almost have to be set up in order to do tourism in that colony if you accept a medical mission. Because you have to house them, they have to be fed, they have to have their comfort needs, and then they need an entire medical room basically just for them. And that's really what I suggest. I would basically build what I call a quarantine hall and have about 35. Yeah, I would set it up for about 35 people to live there, but no jobs, because you don't, that's the only thing you don't have to do for the people. You don't have to give them jobs. So that's how I would go and get that stuff set up. Before taking any sort of medical contract, supplying medical needs, that kind of stuff. Don't do the treatment of patients until you're really ready. Tourist colony with 50 tourists. Really wish this was a mining colony that paid money. We'll be alright. Be alright. Got the helium-3 production. It'll be about 10 million. Got another month to go. How much? I sold it to the moon, you can make nothing. Just kidding. Wow. I didn't realize those were so much. Yeah. Well, in a pinch, you can always dump the high-tech resources, because I think that's 300, that's 9 million right there. But I think we'll be alright. I'm not too worried about our money. Contract will come up eventually. So this is one of those moments where you kind of just hurry up and wait. looking to do, since we didn't go to Mars, is upgrade our mining once more. Basically just to get these high-tech construction materials in play. I think we have everything in production that we need for the tier 3 mining ones, at least for the raw materials. And we do. They are just ridiculously expensive. But cannot argue with the amount of ice and other materials that you get. And so this we get 1.5 of the factory materials ones. Factory metals. The problem with 1.5 is you use them on all your high temp structural materials. You use them on your carbon electronics, and you use them in your uncooled superconductors. All your high producing materials really rely on that. Pretty sure maybe even your nano composites. So start pumping these guys out and replacing your tier 2s as soon as you can. I usually like to build in lots of 2, but with such an upgrade, I mean 2 times 3 people mining, that's 6 per hour. You know, versus the 1.5. No. It's not even 1.5 because you only have 2 miners, so it's pretty much 1. You're increasing your output by 600% when you switch over to these. No, come back. Go to work. Go to work. I didn't mean to move it. And then, don't forget, this should be pretty much the only one we need to set. All the other ones, just give it 100,000. Until you start getting real good storage and you can do millions. Our oxygen seems to be going down by something. Looks like consumption is from polymers. Not doing any water electrolysis because of our hydrogen. So we're gonna have to store 30,000 of this. So, time to go upgrade the liquid storage. That should about do it. Now we're not burning all of our hydrogen, but we definitely don't need to keep it around in such large quantity. So lowering our stock threshold so that our oxygen can start going. Don't seem to be burning too much. We don't seem to be making enough from our carbon dioxide. The tourist colony. Always with the tourist colony. Now, I'll take this one just because. Oh. No, I would have taken it if it had given reputation. Not worth it. Still about 500% extra in our research, so we probably could hire a few more. We're just gonna let it ride right now. Might do us good to get these guys up and running. 2, 6, 8, 9. There's also 9 in there. Just let that sit for now. Not too worried about our research. Teams that are uncooled superconductors are now eating all of our non-ferrous materials, so we're going to crank that up to 7,000. Seems to be using the most. Should hopefully put us above so that all these other ones can start producing again. Still not doing enough refractory, but at least we're making our high temp materials again. I wonder what is clogging up our nano sensors. Still the electronics. We might need to be popping down some more electronics where it's time to split the production halls. Yeah, I think it's time to split our production halls. I wish we had more high temp materials, but we spent a lot for the moon. You still have 800. And 184. Back down. Earth orbiter, you're still okay. Electronics are going back up. For now. It's still definitely time to split off our production halls. And this is just so I can make a much larger hall. Or also want to upgrade the room, make it more efficient. Split these guys up. They're going to end up getting larger anyway. So now's the time. Put you here. Make you go up. I always do that. Okay. Box. Five, 6, 7, 8. I think that's only 7 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. 8. Now, you could do your spacious living rooms, but you don't need to, especially with these high-tech apartments. You know, that's 8 guys right there, and that is going to be all we need for now. I don't even think we have 8 guys going in our production hall yet. 2. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Canteen. Now that's the relaxation room. Here's the canteen. Okay. For sports. That's all their needs. And then here. I thought we were gonna run out. Alright. Not the problem. We're in no position to do a really big buy. Contracts have just not been nice to us. Let's just start filling these up so they don't get cold for one. And so they're ready. For the switch over. Nope. And that's overkill for sure. Again, I'm setting this up for basically like I don't want to have to come back in here, and even if I hire people, I just want to be able to assign them to the room. Call it a day. Usually 3 sinks and 3 dryers is more than enough to cover probably, like, I would almost say 20, 30, maybe even 40. That's 120 if you do 3 plus 60. That's 180. You can put 18 people just off of those alone. That doesn't include the toilet stalls and whatever block you built out of. Think 16, plenty for now. Oops. So, pretty much everything except for the production room. Just waiting on materials for that. Fly back out of here. These will start going up a little bit faster than that. Be nice. Making very much of those. Why? This is why. No. our fares. Using the max amount that we can over here. Why? Oh, even though it's the production room, when you're out in the solar system view, this applies to the whole colony. Even though it's a room that is not occupied right now. And these are some of the differences between solar system view simulation and colony view simulation. I'll go in here, they probably wouldn't get sick. But all we have to do is throw 2 little heaters in there and it'll go back up. And nobody will get sick anymore. Alright, 1 more month of payments we really need to get. A mining colony with some payments. Where are the contracts? I guess it's kind of the downside for when they all go to one nation. You have less contracts that you could fulfill. But once you get over to the other planets, you will have all those other contracts that you can start doing, and then it's kind of per planet. It makes it kind of easier to cycle through. You know, do one on the moon, do one on the... There's the colony we want, right there. 44 helium and 290 iron. Let's go see how much we're making here. 38. So we need 4 of these. And we still have 4 hours in the day. So 4 of those would definitely do helium. Oh wow. 3, I would say. High in iron and high in helium-3. Looks good to me. Try not to spend any of our money, so have the moon orbiter send starting a round of electronics. That's gonna be for power. 700 so that we could do storage. Let's not forget our oxygen. And once again, that contract that pops up, you can select it later. So I like to control my contracts, control my colony, and I'll set up the colony before I accept. There we go. Covers our power. Try to build off of that, which I think we could get away with. Oop. All right. It's pretty much gonna be a very small colony. Not gonna need a whole lot. Medical 1, 2. That should do it. 15. 4 percenters. This is the relaxing room. And then showers. Bathrooms. And our apartment. I'm just gonna do spacious living quarters. And do what you should never do for any colony you plan on keeping. Need 8, 10, 12, 13. All right, could have just checked right there. So 13 of these applies 120. This is going to be a lot. I don't know if we can fit it all right in here. That keeps temp. That should hopefully keep temp. Let's go ahead and get our next. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be another small shipment of resources because I forgot to do our storage. And we're gonna have to order electronics. So I'm just gonna send the 300 over there because I don't know if we'll really need any more than that. I'll send 500 rations and 5,000 oxygen. Oh, can only do 1,000. No, any. Rations, that's what we can't do. Or oxygen. Alright. So buy 1,000 electronics, 10,000 polymers, 10,000 oxygen. Should top off our moon. Sell our helium again. Same price? Same price. pause for now. Do our storage before we forget. That's plenty. So all these rooms should start going up with a 10 count in there. So 5, definitely more than we'll need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set this room up to do 13, we said. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we have the extra, so that should house everybody. And we need 13 chairs. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 13. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Perfect. That should do it. Okay. Doors. Door. One more door. Door. This was a bad idea, but since we're already committed. Oh, well, I ain't going up there to do that one. And that should hopefully do it. You right there. And what's the problem with the power? Batteries. Perfect. Okay. Fire the crew. Out of the ship. Out of the crew. You're certain. Okay, ready, Sally. It's the comfort level that I'm worried about right here. So, I'd actually like to keep you for another colony. And we'll go mining. Ooh, no, we can't hire yet. At temperatures. Alright, let's figure out 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. 8, 12. We definitely don't have the resources. This is 1200. Ooh. We do. Two of those. Oh, we won't need 4. 1.6. Probably could get away with 2. Let's try it. 2 doctor. Good, and you miners, we only need 8. No. Yes. Take it just to get rid of you. Take it just to get rid of you. Take it just to get rid of you. Take it to get rid of you. That's 5. More. Take it to get rid of you. And you'll be our number 3. Alright. Here. 2. Three, 6, 8, 10. Sign. It's good. Basically go a full day. Oop. And 220. Ooh. Need more iron. How much more iron? 70. Alright, go down and add 2 more. How do I get 13? Two more miners should do it. I'm gonna hire them just to get rid of them. And then take that guy. All of them are good. They're gonna need more, so that's perfect. More power. Okay. Just another battery. $83. 38 and 46. Keep it paused. It's what I call dumping your resources back. And complete. There we go. Covered for another 3 months. Now, we can do a real big order. 50. And 50. Maybe not this big of an order. Try the 20. That's better. High-powered lasers. Start working on wireless transmission. After this, I think all the rest of this is engineering. So that puts our focus of physics into getting to robotics. That's really where we want to be. That will get us very, very, very far. Yeah, I mean, you can go pretty far just by sitting on the moon. Especially if you miss those windows, because you don't want to be traveling for 400 days. So, be patient. There's no time limit. Get your windows down. You know, what I mean by that is like, get get your launch windows down. What you want. Want to be able to go to Mars within like 100 days. And you can do that on recombination engines if you get into the right window. Now you'll see once we get into fusion, really is gonna just knock down our flight time tremendously. See if there's another nice contract. Wouldn't mind another 160 million noble metals. Probably a little bit harder to do, especially those transuranic ones. Noble metals. Those will be tricky. At this point, we really just need to get our high temperature structural materials going more, so that we can keep upgrading our mining, get all of our miners to tier 3 miners, tier 3 mining equipment. Robot charging speed. Nice. Physics stuff. Nope, still doing more physics. But only one other one. I'll put our focus into this. Now, one thing to just kind of staying away from until you are prepared with the proper high-tech production is augmentation. Some colonists will be useless if you cannot fulfill their augments yet. And there's not really much down this tree that you really need. Clone production is nice, but I'm telling you, after you get robotics, you almost don't even... I almost don't even hire unless I'm fulfilling a contract, for the most part, because you could do just about everything you need with a robot. No, that's not what I meant to do. Up to you, bitch. And let's go finish that production room. I mean, kind of necessary getting the large one. We're already hitting our cap with the small, so... Water machine, hydrocarbon burning, and pilot production of hydrocarbon. Ready? And so what we do here, go to production hall, no, and take all these guys out. That low tech, them in there, and that should not have changed. Perfect. have done is now cleared up more room for the high tech, which this is probably what it will end up turning into, because you need a large hall for high tech once you start getting into the final stage of production, which is all these unique magnetic property materials and everything like that. Requires a lot of power, requires a lot of maintenance, probably keep them in here as well. And then our biotech room will grow into several different halls. You'll have several different biotechs. If you build like this, I like to separate them basically by the skill that they need. So your biotech people are controlled. So I build one recycling hall, one fooder hall, one fabric hall, and then a pharmacist. So you really build in a bunch of different modules, is what I would say, and they're very specific to each room that you're going for. So have each hall is a specific purpose. You know, miner housing, so they're right next to their miners. Medical houses all the medical of the entire colony. You may end up needing 2 if you end up expanding more, but you should be able to, if you space these out pretty much kind of like this at the start, you'll have plenty of room. You know, this will expand before I expand the biotech, so I'll have more room over here in order to kind of place those. You know, colony will grow as needed, but this builds first and then you build around it. But yeah, specify, or I should say specialize your buildings so that you can control skills and you control the comfort. Those are the 2 things that you need to control right now in this update. Keep their skills under control, you keep their comfort under control. We're good to hire a few more people in here, but again, we need to expand. Whoops, don't turn that off. Need to expand medical, and I don't want to do that without doing high temp materials on this one, and pretty much do a full swap. So, see how much space we have left over here. 2. That's all we need. 2. Okay. Yeah. And that should give us another 8. No, 7. Sorry. Okay. Arrogant. I don't like you. I don't need a repairer. Technologist. That's fine. I can control it. It's good. Oh. Oh. Yep. And you can also see, even with no skills, comfort at 12 because of certain traits. This guy's got aesthetics, he's got pretty decent skills, 46 comfort. And I think we'll go there for now. We shouldn't need too many more. 8 out of 10 is good for the low production. Probably even more than we need, but that's all right. 4, perfect. Fills the houses. Medical and low tech. Everybody's good. Yep. Save regularly, even though you have auto saves. Sometimes your auto saves in a really crappy spot. Always nice to have checkpoint. I kind of want to try out building a tourist colony. I haven't done one of these even in one of my non-recorded playthroughs, and I haven't even really dabbled into the tourist system at all since the comfort update. And I'm not too sure how it's going to work out with not supplying gourmet food when we already have space kitchen. And you can see, even with the space kitchen, happiness is still staying up. But I don't know how that will react with tourist colonies. So, you know what? It's for science. Save, and then we just did. Why not? 67. Establish colony, moon colossus, X67. Alright. This one's definitely gonna need some materials to stay up and running. I'm thinking I need to have probably 80 rooms. So, what we'll do. Oh man, I didn't even think of that. Well, like I said, for science, establish a colony. And let's keep it up here so we don't have to deal with heat. Moon Tourism 1. Send over our starting package. Do our stores with this. Do 600, 100. And don't forget the oxygen. Let's get started. And 67 tourists. See how this goes. Definitely gonna need crews for repairs, probably even get some mining just to get some resources. Biotech people to handle the waste. This is gonna have to almost be like a full colony, I would say. Not necessarily full production, but you gotta cover all your bullet points in this one. It can't be kind of slopped together like the mining colonies where you just put, you know, 4 things down and then trot away. This one's gonna be tricky. We can slow this. Why not? Now, when I say stay near the pole for the heat, I mean you don't need to use infrared diffusers because the poles stay much colder during daylight, and even at 7%, they no longer. The heat no longer will be part of the equation for your colony. All you'll have to worry about is heating your colony instead of cooling it down. So what I'm going to make here is the hall for my people. People that would be required. What does the rating need to be? 4.5, 67 comms. This is basically so we can. That's weird. Put you there anyway. Back to what I was saying. This is going to be just for our people. Keep them separated. I'll build a whole nother hall for the tourists. Put them all in their own. Probably split them up into 3 different ones so you can keep them kind of 20, 20, 20. Like I said, control those numbers in the rooms and you can keep the comfort under control. You don't have to shove so much into one room. Do those for the upgraded beds. That'll have to be it. I did put down one of these, so we can put 5,000. Alright, back to building. Now. Everything we need in one hall. So, ground floor is going to be for everyone. No. Just gonna build this like a hub. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax room, same thing, build it just like a hub. Team, I think we can probably get away with that maybe. And work facilities, biotech. Air. Production. And I think that's about it. Hospital. So what I was debating in my head there was whether or not to make an entirely different hall for the hospital, but what we'll do is we'll just make this one big enough in order to house the colonists to maintain the place, our staff basically, and the tourists. So all we'll have to do in their hall is bedrooms, canteen, bathrooms. And each one won't need their own medical. So what I'm trying to do is leave all staff in one hall. 3 should do it. I'm really going to try to keep minimal staffing because we're not going for a whole lot of production here. You know, we're really just trying to hit our mark for maintenance levels and the peeps inside. So really going to be, I would say, understaffed. You ever get that bug where you can't see it or you can't select it again? Just unpause your game real quick, hover over it again, go back. You'll be all good. I think that's all of our... The only one we don't have is steel, but that's fine. We can import a ton of steel. No biggie there. We're already at 20k for the others. So this probably needs 3 or 4. We're already at 20k, which is our limit in the hub. So I'd say we're pretty good. Steel production. Alright, we'll do that last. We're doing 3, 6, 9, 12. Alright, that's fine. We'll just do... Wow. Definitely killing it for his 12-man room. 5, 2. There. There. And we're absolutely gonna need 4. Space sickness is going to be the worst one. And import some more steel. Over 10k. Top any others off that might need it. Send over a little bit. Whoop. That extra 0 again. 1,000. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Terrible. Check. Orbiters. 191. 178. So we're gonna get 330 from this. I'm gonna do another big purchase for the Moon Hub, just to get our production of high-tech resources going again. Skip the CO2 because of the problem last time. 30, 30. And can we squeeze that up a little bit? No. Alright. Do that. So we really need to get the composite materials going again. Not gonna finish this tourism colony in time. Wait, I can't sell to the moon no more? Oh. Oh. That's 16. Back to our tourism colony. And where's the door? Two. We had 12, add 4, that's 16. I'm anticipating basically everybody's gonna just need space sickness, so it's really what I'm gonna focus this on, and only add rest of the equipment if we need it, which we do. We have 16, that puts us 57. We need to take on, so we need 10 more. There we go. Okay. What we can do now is hire our people after we import some more resources. Kind of get things rolling a bit for the production side of things. And hopefully this can kind of bankroll a little bit of our construction. We're on the Moon Hub. And tourism. 5,000 water. Rations. And we'll do 5,000 oxygen. Save it. Case. There's some peeps. Did I send that to the wrong? Totally sent that to the wrong place. $5,000. Actually, we could do 10. That can be 5,000 and 2,000. Okay. Now we hire. Miners. Now the one thing we didn't do is housing. Not build the housing for these people yet. As soon as we're done hiring, keep it paused. Go back down, we need 6 of these. Engineers. Yep. Yep. Go with that for now. And that covers all of our bases. Pause it. Back in. Get our last 2. Housing. Shouldn't be too hard. And once again, even with the tourist colony, I'm not selecting yes until I even have all the tourism and everything done. I want to be able to, like I've done with every contract I've ever done on recording. I want to pretty much just pause, select it for the contract, and then turn it in immediately after. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, and 12. Right where we can't have it. 12. And I'm just gonna do lazy doors because they still work. I think that's all of them. Alright. Everybody arrive, put the maintenance levels up, and don't need composites, we need uncooled superconductor. Will do. Save it. Pride in tourism. Already assigned to their jobs. Good. Wait. Whoa. Did I miscount how many people we had? Why do we have 17? I did totally miscount how many people we had. Alright. Repair. Yeah, that's... Anybody big on repair over here? No. Any of you big on techno? No. Okay. We need 5 more rooms. And I think we also need more composite nanomaterials for those rooms. No, just enough. I can fit 2 there, 3. Yeah, we can make this work. 5. Okay. Everybody's got a room. This 9.4 isn't bad. And a 20. Got nothing. What's our water levels? 10. 10K. We'll go with the 60. No, we're not. Okay. Not too bad to start off. Let's try and get our... We're gonna need a little bit more resources for sure. Maybe we actually head out and allow the mining to get some work done. Going up or down on those? Down. Down, down, down. Very down. Let's do this, because we're running out of water. 5,000. That's where most limits are set, and this is the same limits as the moon hub. And I think we can get away with that. I'm just going to buy some of these just so we can get building on that. I want to move some things along with this tourism. Maybe get a little bit of money going while we're just starting, because got 22 days to make up another 20 million. Yeah. And you'll go up. So there's now you'll go up. No, I did that all wrong. That's 10. All right. Taxation. Canteen. Darn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 5. Don't need a medic. Now, what we could do some spacious apartments. Just do. We're doing 20 to a building. 24 to a build. 22? 67. 22 to a building. Six, 12, 18, 24. Just do 22 a building and do 5 different rooms. So 4 in each. Probably gonna need to be if I'm not mistaken, you cannot, tourists can't do staff. I don't think tourists can do spacious living. They can't. What is that? Yeah, so this is a bust idea. Still gonna do 20 to a building, but you have to do individual apartment rooms for colonists. So we are gonna go with for all your tourists, they have to have apartments. 10, 6, 8, 16. That's 20. Okay. What do these need? 120. What do the Moon Hub have? Good. Back. Should go up. Now, if we're only doing 20, I don't have to do so many. 3, 5, 4, 4. Because you only need 5 of these. 7, and obviously you do a little extra, gives you more comfort, and of course, you know, more than 5 can shower at a time. Almost there. And this is definitely big for 26, 7. So you could slim it down. Kind of always build in a very specific way. Out of habit, because you never know what you're gonna run into. If you got the space, you don't have to expand later. All that jazz. Oh, ahoy. Go. Tuck them into the side there, make sure they're out of the way. And let us test this whole tourism. More production of power. Kind of figured electronics would be it. I'm kind of scared to buy it because we're getting close. Moon Hub. Oh boy. Can't really even upgrade our helium production yet either. Be alright though. 20. And let's fix this. Right. Alright. See what this tourism thing is all about. Payment went that fast, huh? Was it terrible? Maybe they have to have gourmet food? You don't have a bed? What did I do? What? Heck? Okay. Backwards. And lazy door. Okay. Let's see if they come back. I think we scared them off. Yeah, I don't know if a tourist colony is something you really want to get while you're still building your hub and paying contracts. Well, you got people here. You need max comfort. Yeah, there's... no possible way to do this without gourmet food. Dang. Oh, we need farms. Biotech, all that stuff. Darn. I'm gonna have to build another hall for that. Can't do anything about it now. Well, I think this might be where we leave off, guys. This isn't exactly a great spot to be in. Definitely made a wrong move going for that tourism colony. That's tough to kind of hammer out, but we'll get that done on the next episode for sure. Not worried about our money. We're making enough uncooled superconductors. Like, if I really wanted to sell them, there's our tax payment, or our loan payment right there for one more month. But definitely gonna be tricky getting that tourist colony taken care of. But we'll pull through. Happy colonizing, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.